that mass and energy are but different manifestations of the same thing, a somewhat unfamiliar conception for the average mind. Furthermore, the equation E is equal mc squared, in which energy is put equal to mass multiplied with the square of the velocity of light, showed that very small amount of mass may be converted into a very large amount of energy.
In a not-so-distant past, we come to mourn the dead, including over 100,000 Japanese men, women, and children.
One of the atomic reactors at the Chernobyl atomic power plant near the city of Kiev was
damaged. The quake
damaged.
triggered a state of emergency at two of the country's nuclear reactors, with their cooling systems crashed.
The first thing many people think of is nuclear war and mushroom clouds. You add into that major events like 3 Mile Island and Chernobyl, and most recently Fukushima, and those have had incredibly profound consequences on people's immediate feelings and images and associations with this technology.
I mean, if a nuclear power plant was being built in my town, I'd be pretty nervous about it. However, as a conservationist, that makes me feel really conflicted because these power plants don't emit CO2, and that's the main pollutant that's causing climate change.
When you look at the technology and you ask yourself, how are we going to solve this problem of climate change? To not have nuclear energy be on the table makes the job much harder.
Nuclear plants generate about 10% of the electricity that we use around the world, but 20% in the US, and 52% of the electricity in the US that's not from fossil fuels. Experts widely agree that in order to slow climate change, we need to use fewer carbon-emitting fossil fuels.
Matter of years. The technologies that are being researched now that look very promising range from small modular reactors.
And despite these challenges, the several pros of thorium reactors have resulted in some big projects being developed around the world.
They are doing things completely differently to everyone else in nuclear fusion research. They aren't capturing energy with steam power.
While the public image of nuclear energy is rooted in the past, the nuclear energy of today is a whole different ballgame.
People like me view nuclear as being a necessary piece of carbon-free energy production. There's less of that fear of nuclear and more of sort of a need to use everything in our toolbox to combat climate change.